Are there any? Yeah, the current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones,
got a phone.
right?
You can play on your tablet too.
Imagine being so out of touch that you end an event designed to celebrate new game announcements with your most hardcore, your most dedicated, and your most loyal members of your community with a new game developed by a shitty Chinese mobile game developer infamous for microtransactions that is exclusive to smartphones. Well, you don't have to imagine it because it's exactly what happened at Blizzcon 2018. Now, keep in mind that Blizzcon is in no way a free event. To even live stream this damn thing, you had to pay $50 for that privilege. Quadruple that if you went in person just for the ticket alone, not even including travel. So it's not just some bullshit little event where anyone walking by can just show up or anybody can just watch this thing on Twitch, okay? This is an event for the most hardcore fans of Blizzard and their games where you can be the first to witness the latest game announcements from Blizzard. In a sense, people are literally paying to watch trailers or commercials for Blizzard's upcoming games. What we're gonna do here today is not the typical article regurgitation video that desperately tries to stretch out any little update about this topic to the 10-minute mark, because I feel like there is plenty of those on YouTube at this point. The reason why I wanted to wait to make this video on this topic is so that we could get the full story and I could actually give you guys a video with some actual substance. And plus, given the fact, like, I've been so fucking busy with college stuff, I really haven't even had time to sit down and make a video with all these midterms and papers that I've had to type. Rather than going through the events of the conference, which I'm sure literally everyone on Earth at this point is probably sick of hearing about, I want to focus on the aftermath and the overall reaction to this entire thing. So taking a look at the like to dislike ratio on the trailer, I think it's abundantly clear where the gaming community stands regarding this game. Now keep in mind, Blizzard has also been actively deleting comments and dislikes with the help of YouTube, so the number is probably much higher in reality. I honestly can't remember a game getting slammed this hard. I think even Infinite Warfare had a better dislike ratio. Actually, yeah, looking at it right now, which I just did, Diablo Immortal is currently sitting at a whopping 4% compared to Infinite Warfare's not so bad looking 14% now. Kinda ironic that both of these trailers are from Activision, but in fact, if we take a look at the Activision Blizzard stock, it's actually dropped somewhere around 7% as a direct result of the backlash, and it actually dropped another 8% today as a result of Activision basically missing their earnings estimates and being down from the previous year. So they have definitely taken a hit, and honestly, that's pretty substantial, that 7% just based on fan backlash, because even when you look at EA, like, it didn't really hit them, the whole controversy. It didn't hit them until they actually came out with the pre-order numbers being 85% lower than Call of Duty, and then they had to adjust their earnings estimates for the year because they were pushing back Battlefield 5 to give it any sort of chance to compete against Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2. So yeah, even EA didn't feel the initial burst from the outrage, but Activision is in fact feeling that, and this is also coming right off of Black Ops 4 only grossing $500 million in the first 3 days, and Call of Duty used to gross like $1 billion in the first day. So you better believe the investors are taking notice of exactly what's going on, and this is a great opportunity, and it makes it even more crucial than ever to continue to voice your disapproval. This, of course, is completely contrary to the sentiment that the corporate shill games media has been pushing, along with their typical assault on consumers who dare to criticize their corporate masters. The media response to this entire subject has been that of a unified anti-gamer, pro-corporate agenda, putting the blame on fans who are not happy Blizzard neglected them, choosing instead to put out a mobile cash grab catered to the Chinese market. Make no mistake, Diablo Immortal is targeted to the Chinese market, hence why they used a Chinese mobile developer to produce the game, avoiding Chinese tariffs and restrictions on foreign businesses. China! Now, it would be one thing if this game was announced simply by dropping a trailer on the official Diablo trailer on YouTube as like a surprise announcement at some random point during the year, but to make it the star announcement of your pay-per-view fan celebration event is a new level of blatant disregard for your fan base. I think most normal people would agree that the response is more than justified by fans who paid to witness this announcement, who feel like basically Blizzard abandoned them in favor of the casual mobile market. I mean, the only new game announced at this entire press conference and the big closing announcement was a reskin of a Chinese mobile game. Now, you would think, maybe, just maybe for once, the media might actually take the side of the gaming community in voicing their disapproval, but then again, that is expecting way too much from those that pay their bills with the money they get from advertisers, aka the multi-billion-dollar publishers like Activision Blizzard on their sites. And trust me, those advertiser dollars get smaller and smaller each year as their entire audience continues to decrease as they become more and more obsolete by the day. Instead, the media chose to employ the Battlefield 5 tactic right out of EA's playbook, basically telling people don't like it, don't buy it, and calling anyone voicing their disapproval or disappointment entitled, toxic, or a troll in an attempt to dismiss all criticism of their corporate master's new mobile game. Now, we can spend all day reading these pathetic corporate shill articles, but let's just check out a couple of excerpts and headlines to see how the game's media has revealed their true selves, and of course, ad block will be turned on. We can't support these guys. Come on, I'm smarter than that. So this is coming from a site called Multiplayer First, and their article is titled, Hot Take, Diablo fans are children and continue to prove that theory. Now, what's interesting and what you may notice about this particular article is that the website had to put a disclaimer on the article because of the verbal assault on Diablo's fan base by the author. Obviously, someone wants to ensure he gets that press access to the next Blizzard event and announcements, so you can tell exactly where these corporate shills' loyalties lie. Now, moving on, we are about to witness the mother of all damage control surrounding Diablo Immortal coming from Mashable. I mean, just get a fucking load of this title. Diablo Immortal reveal gives entitled gamers a new chance to look like asses. Someone is very fucking salty. So for this article, I want to read you guys some brief passages from this sad attempt to downplay the controversy. On Friday, Blizzard pulled the curtains on a new ambitious project from one of its most beloved series, Diablo Immortal, a mobile spin on Diablo. Fans were furious. Not exactly. In the wake of the announcement, an army of Blizzard trolls materialized on social media to deride the exciting news of a brand new Diablo game, the first in 6 years. One especially graceless troll asked the developers in person if this was an early April Fool's joke.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
No.
Oh my god, this guy is such a next level troll. I'm sure when he was planning to attend Blizzcon months ago, he had this exact scenario in the back of his mind. He was even willing to spend hundreds if not thousands of dollars on travel expenses and a ticket just in case Blizzard just so happened to announce a new Diablo game exclusive to mobile phones. This man is on some next level shit right here. I started off writing this with the intent of sharing a look at how reactions to Diablo Immortal were playing out on social media, but I realized as I started unpacking my thoughts on all of this, there's nothing new to this episode. We've been here before. A segment of the Blizzard fan community is mad because of some stupid bullshit they've manufactured entirely out of their own ignorance. That April Fool's joke guy was an asshole for asking that question, and if you're holding that guy up as some kind of a hero, or even just attacking Blizzard for making something you're not into, you're an asshole too. Personal insults are always the best way to logically win an argument, but when you look like a homeless man who sleeps on a bench outside of the local Walmart in your mid-40s bitching about entitled gamers, the bar really isn't set that high. Oh, that's right, I can get personal too. In fact, just to prove your intellectual genius, you even had to make a change to your article because you were getting so much shit. An earlier version of this story inaccurately characterized the people attacking Blizzard as fans. In truth, they're trolls. It's fine. even normal to feel disappointment that Diablo 4 wasn't announced. It's not fine to turn that disappointment into fuel for attacking Diablo's creators. The Blizzard fan community is generally a wonderful and welcoming space, but the unfortunate reality of life on the internet in 2018 is anonymous trolls are always going to capitalize on people's disappointment. I regret that my words could have been read as an attack on all Blizzard fans. They absolutely weren't, and have amended the post to better reflect my points. Judging by those dislikes on the trailer, I think it's very safe to say that it's not just a bunch of trolls. Nice try, buddy. Moving on to Twitter, I think there is nothing just anywhere near the level of ridiculousness that I have seen from those attacking Diablo fans over this. Brace yourselves, because this is an entirely new level of self-aware stupidity. A checkmark account by the name of Will Powers tweeted out this absolute gem. Here's a hot take. The people that bash on mobile gaming are an offshoot of toxic masculinity. They get off on hating something that they've traditionally associated with a heavily female audience. Toxic masculinity hates mobile gaming. I have fucking heard it all. I think you could expect a more intelligent comment from a caveman who's getting his dick sucked by a vacuum. Guys, little did we know, but by not supporting shitty microtransaction-filled Chinese mobile games, we are actively enabling the patriarchy. What a sad time we live in, where people actually believe the shit they're spewing like this. So I think that we have established very clearly that the media is being the media, but the question remains, how the fuck did anyone think this was going to be a good thing to show as the big reveal at BlizzCon, and why even make the game to begin with? Well, like I mentioned before, this game is for China, hence the Chinese developer NetEase. The game is in no way targeted towards America or the Western audience. The game also follows a trend that has been developing with every single one of Blizzard's new games as of recent. I mean, just take a look at this. All three of their most recent games, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, and Overwatch, are all built around alternative monetization strategies compared to games like Diablo, StarCraft, or Warcraft. Instead, they are focusing on games with the ability to implement microtransactions, and if you think about it, what better way is there to make a shit ton of money from microtransactions than from a mobile game, especially one catered to the Chinese market, which is infamous for massive whale spending among mobile gamers. There is no doubt that they got a taste of this mobile gaming money-making opportunity with Hearthstone, and they wanted to use another famous franchise like Diablo to cash in on this. All the while at the same time, their investors are almost certainly pushing for this game to be revealed at the biggest Blizzard event of the year in order to build up hype and in turn give the company the highest returns possible on what appears to be an extremely cheap game to produce. Couple that with the expectations of your most hardcore fans for a new Diablo game to make up for a less than stellar launch of Diablo 3 over 6 years ago, and you have a situation that is just waiting to explode. Considering that people paid to be there, or even just paid $50 to live stream this thing. $50 is basically the price of a game, and people are paying that to fucking watch this on their computers. This is all around poor planning and a demonstration of a major disconnect between Blizzard and their fans, which is even further proven in this interview after the Diablo Immortal announcement, where Blizzard basically says they're doubling down on mobile.
In terms of Blizzard's approach to mobile gaming, many of us over the last few years have shifted from playing primarily desktop to playing many hours on mobile. And we have many of our best developers now working on new mobile titles across all of our IPs. Some of them are with external partners like Diablo Immortal. Many of them are being developed internally only, and we'll have information to share on those in the future.
Yeah, they obviously have no fucking clue what their fans want at this point. So to wrap up this video, because honestly I don't think I can even contribute anything more to the conversation at this point, because I mean this topic has been milked the fuck to death. I mean it's the only thing I've seen on my subscription feed for probably the last week. But yeah, to wrap this up, I think Blizzard needs to take this as a learning opportunity and realize that cheap Chinese cell phone games have no place on their main stage as the main announcement of their fan event where people are paying to be there. And guess what? The outrage, the controversy, the backlash, 100% justified. These companies exist because we, the consumers, prop them up. We do not owe them anything. They owe us everything because without us buying their games originally, they would have never been put in the same position that they are in right now. Without us buying their shit, they are nothing more than a name, and we cannot forget that. Do not let the media try to guilt you into feeling, oh yeah, you're just entitled because you didn't get what you want. No, we are in the right. Blizzard's in the wrong. I think they've realized that, and their investors probably realize that more than anyone. But yeah, guys, anyway, I think that just about does it for this video. Let me know if you guys plan on picking up Diablo Immortal. Yeah, who the fuck am I kidding? Nobody's picking up that trash. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.